Okay. Well, hello there, guys. I'm Chris Eagle.
Harrison here.
And we're going to do another review today. And what are we reviewing today?
Today we are reviewing my Vape Pulse. This is the one that has the variable wattage. I don't remember the exact designation of it, but it's the Vape. Their most notable mod was their first Pulse mod, which is what Chris has actually got here.
I have the V1 actually, which is unregulated.
So this one's probably just like a V2 or something like that. You could probably look it up. I'll look it up after this and we'll put it in the description what it actually is. But anyways, this is the first Squank mod I've ever owned, and it's the only one I have right now. So and it's become my main mod as of recently because originally I ran most of the time I ran dual 18650 mods with a non-squonkable RDA on it, and it just became too much of a pain in the ass trying to get the wicking on both coils. I ran dual coil RDAs. I had a drop dead RDA by Vape, and it became too much of a pain in the ass for me to actually get both coils wick the same, especially with cotton bacon, because whenever you pull a strip of it off to re-wick your RDA, you never know if it's going to be exactly the same or not, and then one cotton thread on your coil would get fucked up and then it'd ruin the whole taste of the other one if it was perfectly fine. So I just switched to this one with my what was it called, the Wasp Nano RDA. So it's just a single coil, which I think is way easier to deal with, and I get about the same amount of vapor production off of this one as I would my dual coil RDA. So, and in this one I've got some sort of Clapton in there. I bought this mod secondhand with the RDA, so I don't know exactly what type of coil is in there, what it's made of.
It's just a fused Clapton.
Yeah.
Just regular fused Clapton. So
they're pretty good coils if you want to move up from just the regular, 1 gauge wire coils. They're pretty good. That's a pretty good coil. But anyway, so this particular Vape Pulse uses a 2700. So for some of you that may be fine, others it might be a pain in the ass. That was why I was kind of skeptical of it at first, because I was used to using 18650s, and now I'm thinking, shit, now I got to buy 2 different batteries. But I'm pretty sure they make adapters for these so that you can use an 18650. I think that's what you got.
Yep,
in yours.
And that's what I have right here. It's just a little small sleeve down at the corner, and you can actually use it on this too. You can take it out nice and easy with the battery. And all it is just 18650 sleeve with a gold plate at the bottom and on the innard. So then it can actually reach the height.
So anyway, on this mod, looking at just how its appearance, I guess, it says Vape on the back here. It's imprinted, so it's not just like a paint on there or whatever. And then you've got your side panels, both of which are removable. This one's got a carbon fiber kind of deal for it, but you can buy different panels. They're transparent with different tints. So I've seen blue, red, green. I'm sure there's other ones out there, but the vape shop that I've seen them at only has those colors, and then they have a clear white and then a really tinted black color for it. And of course, you got your screen on here. It tells you what you're running at. So I got mine at 60 watts right now, reading at 0.22 ohms. It tells you your battery life, which is what I really like, because that one I feel like I would have just such a hard time judging how good the battery is on it. And then of course right here where you got your Squank bottle, it's got the Vape logo on here. It's like a heart monitor type of deal. Then on the inside it says Pulse Vape. You got your Squank bottle here, your battery, all your chips and stuff are going to be up in here. But anyways, and then you got your USB port for charging down here. On the other side,
and updatable firmware.
Yeah, updatable firmware.
I don't do that. I know a couple people that actually do, but
then back here
you don't need to. You don't need to update anything.
Then back here it says a Tony B project manufactured by Vape on the back here. So it kind of just tells you who makes it and all that.
Yeah. And Tony B is on YouTube too.
Yeah. And then looking at the RDA, like I said, it's just a single coil. You got your posts over here, then your airflow. The only thing I don't like about the Wasp Nano is your drip tips. Now this one looks a little precarious, and I'm sure you probably picked up on that by now. I am in the process of getting a different one. I just got to get around to it. But I prefer ones or RDAs like this where it has a full cap on it and not just, one that goes, I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. I like ones where you have a drip tip and the cap separate. I don't like them all in one like this, but that's just my personal preference. You guys may like all-in-one drip tips. I just personally don't.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, these are really easy to wick on, by the way. It's got a pretty deep well on it, so, spillage isn't a real big problem, unless you're me, because I spilled this earlier. Yeah, got juice all over my hands. Shit sucks, but oh well. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a couple rips off her and see how she does. So as you can see, this is more or less just a test of the Wasp Nano RDA. Puts off a pretty good amount of vapor. Now, if you had just like a regular single wire coil in here, you won't get as good of a vapor production. But regardless, it does a good job. It squonks very easily. It's not really restrictive. Your airflow is pretty good. You can set it, with a more restricted airflow if you want to do a mouth lung or a restricted lung hit. So I'll show you that real quick. Sorry. But anyways, I'll hand this off to Chris and let him tell you what he thinks about it.
Well, if I judge it by mine right here, obviously it is a little bit thicker, which, you're going to get that with, just regular wattage devices. And unless, you want to go like this, with just... I forgot what I was saying.
Shit.
Anyway, I'll cut it here.
Yeah.
I really like the variable wattage device. It is a very clean, very nice looking mod. And the one thing I do look for in a mod is, if it's a fingerprint magnet. And this thing absolutely is not. And I can already tell you by just looking at this is made out of, just plastic.
Yeah.
It's not going to damage as easily as, an aluminum, or I've seen some just stainless steel or a zinc alloy.
Or ones that are painted. The paint will chip away. This is just a solid color plastic.
Yeah, and I really absolutely love the carbon fiber design, and it's actually on both sides. And the Squank, it's actually really nice too, the bottle here, because you do not want it too hard. And I have to say, it's like kind of like they're in the happy medium for me, where both of these are almost exactly the same for Squonk bottles. I'm pretty sure you can actually just take, I don't know if you can take... You
might be able to swap, and they might be interchangeable. They might not be. We'd have to put that to the test at some point, and we'll try it after this video, and we'll put it back, or we'll put it down in the description too.
Yeah, you're reading this at 0.22 ohms, which that's a great great ohm to be at, especially of what build you have in here.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, all in all, this is a good mod. Like I said, this has become my main mod I use, because I was running tanks there for a while, because, I like the ease of tanks. You don't gotta re-drip them, especially when you're driving somewhere. Tanks are just amazing, and this kind of gives you the best of both worlds. Well, almost the best. I'd say, what is it, an RDTA? That's the tank, but it's got coils in it like it would an RDA.
Yeah, the RDTAs.
Those are pretty nice, but this one is good for me because RDTAs are complicated to me. I haven't really messed around with them much, nor have I used one, I don't think. But who knows? Maybe I'll use one in the future. I don't know. But for right now, this is just going to be my main mod because, like I said, it's easy to use. If you're driving down the road and you want that good flavor off an RDA and the good cloud production, but you don't want to have to try and re-drip an RDA while you're driving, which you shouldn't do anyways. Please, for the love of God, do not do that. Don't be the guy that gets in a wreck because he was trying to re-drip an RDA. But this is just really easy because all you gotta do is just squeeze the bottle. Now, sometimes you got to be careful with it. I got this kind of judged to how long and how hard I need to squeeze it before it'll overflow because I've been using it so much. But another thing, if you guys say if you like the drag mods, they're real simple. This is basically a drag, just a squonkable drag almost, because how square it is, but it's real simple and easy to use like the drag is. So if you want a simplistic squonk mod, this is the way to go. And if you want it even simpler, you can get the V1s that don't have the screen on it and your variable wattage. I just like that better because I like to set my wattage to what I want to run it at. And I like to see how much life my battery has left in it.
And also it's safer too.
Yeah. So anyways, hope you guys liked the review on this. So this is kind of like a 2-in-1 review we did. So we kind of talked about the Wasp Nano and then the Vandy Vape Pulse itself, both the V1 and the V2, which is what I think this one is. So anyway, we hope you guys liked this video. If you liked it, leave a like, comment on it, subscribe if you want to, and we'll see y'all later.